There's a myth out there that when we provide a paver surface for someone, that is a no maintenance surface option. You and I both know that it is not a no maintenance option. It is a low maintenance option.
And oftentimes pavers are sold that way. And we really want to emphasize that just like changing the oil in your car, the little bit of maintenance goes a long way. So if we do a little bit of maintenance to the pavers, our polymeric sands last longer, our pavers look better longer. They perform cleaning off stains and things like that. It prolongs the life of a very big investment that we want to use for years and years and years.
So I would just leave a blower with my client and I say, keep this thing blown off and you're good to go. But there's some other things we have to worry about and deal with when it comes to sun exposure, site conditions, wear and tear on these pavers. What are some of the things you see that lead to those maintenance issues, or that these contractors should be paying attention to point out to their clients to take care of those maintenance issues for them?
Right. Well, I think that's a good point. A lot of homeowners are very DIY. So as a contractor and the installers, we want our reputation to look good because of the longevity of the pavers. We're using high quality pavers and we're installing high quality designs, and we want those to last as long as they can. And sometimes the homeowners are very adept at that, but oftentimes they need some help with it. And a lot of the common problems are, these outdoor living projects that we're doing, they're outside. So they're exposed to the wind, the sun, dust, pollen, all these things, and the surfaces have textures on them. Even smooth pavers are textures on the surface, and it'll just trap all that dust. I often tell my contractors that even no wax floors need to be washed once in a while. So I mean, a little bit of cleaning goes a long way. And there are several distinct problems, just dirtiness. Stains. If you've got an outdoor grill island, you're going to stain something. Wayward hot dog's going to roll off some kid's plate, or somebody's going to spill their wine or whatever. So that's one issue. And again, as we mentioned, the pollen and everything just naturally occurs. Leaves in the fall, those are all common, easy stains. But there's also long-term. The effects of wind and rain and just sun, it ages every pavement out there, whether it's pavers or concrete, or obviously wood decking is very, very high maintenance. Poured concrete it has maintenance to it. So just the outdoor elements are going to do it. Plus you have kind of the wear items. Polymeric sand, as good as it is not, a lifetime. It's not a lifetime. Even mortar. If you wet set your pavers, mortars don't last forever. So a little bit of maintenance on those prolongs the life. Keeping them clean prolongs the life and protects the investment. And it's ants. Ants are not a sand or a paver problem. Ants are a site problem. That's a Mother Nature thing. So if we can control those and keep them from doing the damage that they do. And in shadier sites, you've got moss and mold and mildew and other things that just naturally occur. So that's all part of the maintenance. And the better we keep up with that maintenance, again, just like your vehicle, the longer it's going to last.
I'm glad that you said that, because that's really what it comes down to. Is this can't be a maintenance-free surface because it is outside.
Right.
And we're dealing with all the variables of what goes on outside with Mother Nature, with the temperatures and the weather and the wear and tear and everything else. So it's going to be site conditions play a part in this maintenance issue. What are some other things that play a part? Is there any installation issues or anything like that play a part in this maintenance?
Sure. Site conditions are huge. You're going to have different maintenance issues on a site that's on the top of a hill in full sun than you would that's maybe in a valley. We don't get as much wind going through. There's more dampness in the area, or specifically a wooded site. Wooded sites are fetching a premium now for home building sites. Well, those pose certain problems. We want to protect the trees that are there in our design, so we're incorporating patios and ponds and everything. And those trees and the shade and all the organics that live around them, that poses a maintenance problem.
Yeah, it springs to mind when your client requests a white paver too, right?
That is like my biggest pet peeve now. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful pavers, and guys are doing so many amazing designs with them, and it's phenomenal. But then they get dirty, and the customer calls me, or I get called in by the contractor, like, well, these pavers are dirty. Well, they're white. And they're outside, it's like buying white carpet and having a German Shepherd, it's going to get dirty.
Yeah. So there's going to be some issues that these contractors have to deal with. And I think the biggest thing, or the view looking down at this, is the money that we're leaving on the table by offering this service.
Right.
If we know this is the case and we know we've put in patios in the past that are enduring these weather issues, we should be able to go back and offer another service to these clients by taking care of their pavers for them.
Well, absolutely. And I've said this many times. You and I have talked about this. I was an installer, a designer and installer, loved doing hardscapes. And when I was installing, we didn't have all the amazing pavers that we have now. We had a couple different choices. So I bleed hardscaping. I love it. But if I went back into contracting today, I would offer the service of cleaning and sealing, either as an independent contractor or as part of my design build firm, because it's a great revenue source for your company. But even equally as important is you're offering such a great service to your customers. You know, a lot of the new pavers are factory sealed, and that's awesome. But again, it's not permanent. So oftentimes it's a topical seal, which means it's exposed to all the elements we were just talking about. Just like our Surebond sealers, it's going to wear off with UV rays. So that allows us an opportunity to come back after a number of years and reseal it, or even just a routine maintenance. I have a lot of my contractors that do cleaning and sealing. They offer just a simple spring cleanup. They come out and they clean your patio before spring, and you can put your patio furniture back out. You're good for the year. It provides the service of refreshing the look of the pavers, as well as having them have an opportunity to look for any issues like weeds, which is another common problem, or ant damage or grease stains or something. They can address that on a more frequent basis, as opposed to allowing that to build up and be harder to fix over time.
And I look at it from the sales perspective. If I'm going in there and talking about the maintenance service that I'm going to provide to them or offer them a few years down the line, and letting them know of all of the issues that could arise with an outdoor element, and the other contractor they talk to is not even bringing those things up.
Right.
I think that's really what I try to get across, is to educate yourself so you can educate your clients, and that's going to help your sales process. And so I think just bringing that information to the table, like, yes, I'm replacing the wood deck that's, you know, old and beat up and you had to stain all the time. You had to stain it every year, but I'm bringing you in something that's going to be way less maintenance, but here's what to look out for. And here's some ways I can help you keep it looking fresh and new the whole time.
Absolutely. I have several contractors in the Chicago area that install, and they do phenomenal jobs. They're doing the inlays and all the stuff that you teach guys, and they just automatically seal it. If it's not a factory sealed paver, it's included in the price. And then they're constantly watching those jobs. They're servicing those customers. They're cleaning it for the customer. I mean, it's just what they do, because they want to protect their reputation as much as they do protect the investment that their customers have made.
And just like why, you know, you and I have the relationship we do. I've been working with you for 10 plus years. And the reason I have is I've trusted your knowledge when it came to any situation that came across my job site. I knew that you were the rep in my back pocket. I could give you a call. And I really think there's some processes and some systems that need to be put in place to clean and seal and to take care of these maintenance issues. And I think reaching out to an SDK Surebond rep just to get your knowledge on, okay, here's this type of paver, here's this type of environment, here's the steps you have to take to bring it back to life. Because I think everything is per site. So then if it's per site, you know, I think we need a little bit of support from the manufacturer to come in and give us the details of that site and that project.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. You know, we've been doing this as an American-made company. We've been in the sealer game for over 30 years. And our sales approach for our team is to look for opportunities to grow our contractors' business and provide services that protect the investment of the end user. So our reps will go out there, and not only will they train your team, either in-house training or job site training. We obviously offer a ton of training, not only with you guys here at Hardscape Mentor, but all across the country. Hands-on training that you can get live with these products. But I think equally as important is they're gonna help you with the bidding process. You know, oftentimes I'll get guys that are afraid to start something. They understand the concept of cleaning and sealing, and let's call that actually hardscape restoration, because we're also fixing settling. Maybe it's a patio that you didn't put in, but it's been in for 20 years. The pavers are still great shape. You know, they're aged, obviously, but they need a little settling fix. Maybe some columns have shifted a little bit. So that's more of a hardscape restoration, which is, if you think about all the pavers that have been put in over the years, I mean, look at how many pavers you've put in, how many patios. And if you think about the herd, how many thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of square feet the herd members have put in, every one of those needs to be maintained. And there's tons out there even that we don't even know about that maybe aren't in as good a shape. But our reps will help you with the business process. We have a manual that we can distribute that talks to guys about how do you do cleaning and sealing, all the way from a complete stripping off old sealer to just cleaning and sealing, replacing polymeric sand. We cover all that. And our reps will take a contractor who's interested in this from the bidding process, where they'll visit a site with you, help you put the numbers together. Obviously, we're not going to tell you what to bid, but we'll at least give you the pointers to look out for. And then if you win that bid, which chances are likely you will because there's not a lot of competition in this market, then we'll get you started on some training, either on that job, some hands-on training, or in your shop, we can train multiple crews at the same time.
I like how you said that and brought up the point of, this is not necessarily, I was speaking on this as new installations that I'm putting in, and I'm going to go back and offer the service to them down the road, but bringing up older patios, 20-year-old patios that you can bring back to life just by offering the restoration service as part of as one of your crews, or one of your guys as a specialist in the restoration thing. That's how I see it, is if you're going to get into this, for sure get an SDK SureBond rep out on your site with you to help you with the process of not only the bidding process, but the cleaning and sealing process. There are steps it takes. Each one is important, I believe. So that, that's why I bring you out to my sites, because they're completely situational. So if this is something that these guys are looking to get into, I think the first step is contacting SDK SureBond. And then the next step would be training that crew to make sure that this new venture you're going into is going to be successful.
Oh, for sure. Let us help you do that. It's a relatively easy business to get into. Most of our contractors already have most of the equipment. Most people have a pressure washer. A lot of people have a spray tank. You need some brooms and brushes, maybe a surface scrubber, which is probably an investment. But I think if you're going to just get started in it, and especially if you're an existing hardscaper, you can add a maintenance crew for a couple $1,000s worth of equipment. I mean, it's a very low cost of entry. But with our help, one of our reps can come out and help you through the whole process. Not only help you with the equipment that you need, show you how to use the equipment, point you in the direction of even where to buy the equipment. Oftentimes we have contacts that can help take it all the way right through the completion process so that you're comfortable with it. Plus, as you've always said, we're in your back pocket. So after you're out on your own, and if you have a job site that you're not sure, only a phone call away. I mean, that's a majority of what our guys do, are helping our contractors build the business, produce better results with happier customers that they can charge more money for. If you can provide a better product, you can get a better price for that, which, as you always say, eliminates a lot of the competition. Separate yourself, make yourself distinctive. Well, this is one of the pathways.
Yeah, with educating yourself so you can educate your client. We're not only bringing life into someone's backyard with a new space, but we can bring their old space back to life with cleaning and sealing and paver restoration.
Absolutely. And I think one of the responsibilities that the contractors have to do is we need to set expectations. I think as an industry, we're not great about that. I think we don't set the customer's expectation. So where the expectation is going to come from, either in their own mind or worse yet, off the internet, that's where the expectations are going to come from. And if we communicate what those expectations are, these pavers, for example, are very low maintenance. But here's a few things that they're going to need to do. And they can decide either they can do it themselves, which is awesome, it's easy to do, or they can decide to pay you to do that at a later date and keep the investment going. There's just so many projects out there. There's billions of square feet that's been installed, and there's like a couple % of those that has actually been maintained over the years.
And I think part of that is, some of these customers and some of these homeowners might want that service. They might look out at their old patio every day and be like, geez, I wish I could do something about this service, but they might not know the provider in their area who's taking care of those things.
Right.
So I think that's just another way to separate yourself. Not only does this company do high-end quality hardscapes, they're also bringing these older hardscapes back to life, right? It just adds to your portfolio and what your company can do for these customers that these other providers in your market aren't doing.
It's amazing how much a little bit of cleaning, even if you don't seal it, a little bit of cleaning will improve the look of the patio. I've had customers tell me, and even demonstrations that I've done at dealers, where the dealer himself walks out and says, I thought those pavers were brown and they're actually gray because they were just they've never been maintained. They were still in good shape, but there was just a layer of, gunk over the top of it. And we brought those back to life easily. And it's an easy process to sell because, if you're looking to advertise this, before and after pictures tell such a story. I mean, we do it for our designs anyway, or we should be. Before and after pictures, same thing with renovations, when you're replanting the front of a house even, before and after pictures sell. And when you can rejuvenate a patio for a fraction of the cost, when you look at, depending obviously on what part of the country you're in, but pavers are being installed now for over $30 a square foot, where in many markets we can completely renovate that patio, bring it back to life, not back to new, but back to life, for a third or a quarter of that cost, and there's just so many opportunities out there. It's just an untapped market.
So pavers are not maintenance free, but they are low maintenance. And the low maintenance that they do cause is another revenue stream for our companies.
Another revenue stream and a great service to provide for your end user to prolong the investment that they've made.
Hey everyone, quick reminder, check out our free joint material selection tool at hardscapementor.com. Just fill in your project specs and we'll tell you exactly which joint materials will work best.
They see the shine, but they don't see the pressure. Every move I make is my greatest treasure. Hardscape meant to show me how to pave the way. Yeah. Stacking up the wins for a brighter day. We level up, we level up. That's right. Taking everything, fill the cup. We build it smarter, we build it smarter. Yeah, we build it smarter.